Close your eyes and let the day fall away behind you like a stone sinking slowly into still water. Tonight, I'm going to take you somewhere far from here, to a place where the mountains meet the clouds and the world grows very, very quiet. Imagine a narrow path winding upward through a forest of old pine trees. The air is cool and damp against your skin, carrying the scent of earth and wet bark, and something faintly sweet, like wildflowers hidden somewhere nearby. A soft mist drifts between the branches, blurring the edges of everything, turning the world into a watercolor painting. You've been walking for a while now, but you're not tired. Each step feels easy, natural, as if the mountain itself is guiding you upward. The path is covered in a thick carpet of fallen pine needles, soft beneath your feet, muffling every sound. There's no rush. There's nowhere else you need to be. Through the trees, you begin to see a faint golden glow, warm and steady, like a lantern left burning in a window. As you climb higher, the mist thickens and the pines begin to thin, and there, nestled on a rocky ledge overlooking a valley of clouds, is a small wooden tea house. It's old, beautifully old. The roof is covered in thick moss, and the wooden beams are dark with age. Paper lanterns hang from the eaves, casting pools of amber light into the fog. A thin trail of smoke rises from a stone chimney, curling upward and dissolving into the mist. The door is open, just slightly, and from inside you can hear the faint whisper of water beginning to boil. You step through the doorway, and warmth surrounds you like a blanket. The room is small and simple. Wooden floors, worn smooth by years of quiet footsteps, a low table near the window, a cushion waiting for you beside it. Against the far wall, a small iron stove glows with embers, their light flickering gently across the ceiling. You settle down onto the cushion and feel the tension in your shoulders begin to soften. Through the window, there's nothing but cloud, a vast sea of white and gray, shifting slowly in the breeze. The peaks of distant mountains rise above it like islands, their tops dusted with snow, glowing faintly in the last light of dusk. An old ceramic teapot sits on the stove, its surface glazed in deep blue, crackled with age. The water inside begins to murmur, a gentle, rolling sound, like a brook finding its way over stones. Someone has left everything ready for you: a small clay cup, a bamboo whisk, a tin of dried mountain herbs. You lift the lid of the tin, and the fragrance rises to meet you. Chamomile, lavender, dried mint, and something deeper, something earthy and grounding, like the forest floor after rain. You spoon the herbs into the pot and pour the hot water slowly, watching the steam curl upward in the lamplight. While the tea steeps, you look around the room. On a shelf near the door, there are a few old books, their spines cracked and faded. A small ceramic vase holds a single branch of mountain wildflowers, purple and white, with petals so thin they're almost translucent. On the wall, a simple ink painting of a crane standing in a river, its brushstrokes loose and unhurried. Everything here has been placed with care, but without fuss. This is a room that asks nothing of you. It doesn't need you to be anything, or do anything, or think about anything at all. It simply holds you, the way a cupped hand holds water. The tea is ready now. You pour it into the clay cup, and it's a soft golden color, like sunlight caught in amber. You bring the cup to your lips, and the warmth spreads through you slowly, down through your chest, into your arms, into your hands. The taste is gentle and familiar, like a memory of something you can't quite name.
Outside, the fog has deepened. The world beyond the window has become a single shade of gray, soft and featureless, like the inside of a cloud. You can't see the valley anymore, or the distant peaks. It's as if the tea house is the only place left in the world, floating gently above everything, untethered and still. A light rain begins to fall, so fine you can barely see it. But you can hear it, a delicate, constant whisper against the roof tiles, against the moss, against the leaves of the pines below. It's the kind of rain that doesn't demand attention. It simply is, steady and soft, like breathing. You take another sip of tea and lean back against the wall. The wood is warm behind you. The stove crackles quietly, a small, contented sound. The lanterns outside sway just barely in the mist, their light pulsing like slow heartbeats. There's a blanket folded on a low shelf beside you, thick woven wool in deep gray and cream. You unfold it and drape it over your legs. It's heavy in the way that feels safe, grounding, like the weight of someone's hand resting gently on yours. The rain continues, unhurried, patient. Each drop is so small it barely makes a sound on its own. But together they create a rhythm, a soft, endless hush that fills the room like music. You close your eyes for a moment, and the world becomes only sound. The rain, the stove, the faint creak of the old wooden beams settling in the damp air. Somewhere far below, in the valley hidden by clouds, there might be a village. There might be lights in windows and people going about their evenings. But up here, there is only this warmth, this quiet, this gentle place between the earth and the sky.
You open your eyes slowly and notice that the light has changed. The lanterns seem dimmer now, or perhaps the world outside has grown darker. The dusk has deepened into something close to night, though the clouds still hold a faint silver glow, as if the moon is somewhere behind them, watching. The tea in your cup has cooled to the perfect temperature. You take another slow sip and set it down. The clay makes a soft sound against the wooden table. You rest your hands in your lap and realize you haven't thought about anything for a long time. Not about tomorrow, not about yesterday. Just this room, and this rain, and the warmth of the blanket across your legs. The stove has settled into a low, even glow, the embers pulsing with deep orange light. You can feel its warmth reaching you in gentle waves, rising and falling like the tide of some invisible sea. The pine logs have burned down to soft ash, and the scent of wood smoke mingles with the herbs and the rain and the mountain air.
You let your head rest against the wall, and your breathing slows to match the rain, in and out, each breath a little deeper than the last. Your body feels heavy now, but it's a good heaviness. The kind that comes after a long walk, when every muscle has done its work and is finally allowed to rest. The fog presses gently against the windows, soft as cotton, blurring the lantern light into halos of gold. You can hear the wind now, very faintly, moving through the pine branches far below. It sounds like the sea, or like someone whispering a story so quietly you can't quite make out the words.
The rain grows softer still, as if it too is settling down for the night, each drop a little lighter than the last, the rhythm slowing, stretching out, like footsteps walking further and further away down a long hall. You pull the blanket a little higher and let your eyes close. The world becomes simple again, just warmth and sound and the slow, easy rhythm of your own breathing. The tea house holds you gently, like a boat rocking on still water. In the morning, the fog will lift, the sun will touch the mountain peaks, and the valley below will appear again, green and shining. The path through the pines will still be there, waiting. But that's for tomorrow. That's for later. Right now, there is only this, the embers glowing, the rain whispering, the blanket's gentle weight, and you, resting here, in this quiet place above the clouds, where nothing is asked of you and nothing needs to change. The lanterns outside flicker once, twice, and then hold steady. The mist curls around the tea house like a river flowing around a stone, gentle, patient, never stopping. You are that stone, still and warm and perfectly at peace. Let the mountain hold you. Let the fog surround you. Let the rain carry you slowly, softly into sleep. You are safe here. You are warm, and the night is long and quiet and yours. Sleep well.